So they're the smaller scale of the retail, sort of just a step above single tenant properties, but smaller than power centers or regional malls. And we see a big opportunity in this space based on what's happening in the market.
Yeah, and that's a great segue in introduction because people that are listening to this who are talking about women investors or women in real estate investing. So, question I have for you is, what is the USP for unanchored strip centers now because we have Amazon, we have delivery, all this. What is the USP?
So maybe I can back up the story to right before the global financial crisis in terms of retail. When e-commerce first started to gain a lot of traction in the early mid 2000s, there was this concept of the retail apocalypse that we didn't know if we were going to have stores anymore, that maybe 100% of sales were going to go to Amazon or go online. And that both influenced the amount of construction that happened after the global financial crisis, partially because of perceptions, partially because of there was just a very difficult time after that. And we had overbuilt before that crisis. So in the last almost 20 years now, there's been very little retail construction, particularly among these smaller scale properties. And it's turned out that only about 20% of sales are happening online versus still 80% are happening in person. There are definitely businesses that are more challenged than others based on online sales, particularly things like electronic stores, office supply stores, low cost apparel, fast fashion. Those types of stores have really struggled in the digital economy. Other types of stores or businesses where there are things where you can't accomplish them online, like going to the doctor or going to get your hair cut or going to get your nails done or going to the laundromat or dry clean or any number of things like that that just cannot be done online, or things that are just actually less convenient to do online. Say you have a headache or you're sick and you need to go to the pharmacy to go get some NyQuil. That's typically not something you would order on Amazon unless you can get it in an hour maybe, but most markets still aren't able to do that. So being able to just walk down the street or drive down the street a few minutes to go get that item is actually more convenient than doing it online in many cases.